Here at Trex Arms, we have a simple mission. Everyone goes home happy. To include the founder of the company when their wife is sexually harassed by an executive son and the executive son is not punished at all. Here at Trex Arms, we are on mission to provide you the most corrupt, lack of integrity holster production in the Second Amendment space. Here at Trex Arms, the mission has never changed. We must take care of our core values to include lying to our audience and taking them for granted as we punish the owner and founder of the company. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, The Average. Trex Arms is a bunch of cult, clown show, snake oil salesmen, and we're going to be having a long form discussion here today on a list of talking points that I got from their video, as well as Nighthawk has the comment section of their amazing, big, beautiful bill pulled up. And guess what? Here's some free PR advice to you, Trex Arms, or should I call you Lucas Botkin Arms? Don't say anything, because this is a worse blow up than the Sig Sauer it ends today. This is that on steroids. And the only thing that makes it worse is you guys trying to hide behind the Bible while you actively lie and have horrible character. So without further ado, let's get into my talking points. All that I ask that you guys do, hit the like button, share this video with a buddy that's considered buying anything from Trex Arms, and leave a Combat Llama emoji down below. Join the Patreon for $5 a month. And also, let me know what your thoughts are on Isaac Botkin, the brothers, the creepy freaking retired colonel, somehow being a Marine colonel goes directly into being the CEO of a holster manufacturing company. It's all cringe. It's all weird. And if I have to hear them say one more time, hey, we had a prayer meeting in our house with our wives, like, who gives a fuck? And we don't care about your religion at this point when you're actively going against the values that are in the book that you're talking about, okay? So let's just get right into it. And no, I'm not anti-religion, but these guys and guys like Warrior Poet Society, when they hide behind their religion, but then they go directly against it immediately. Like they stole the company from their brother, their little brother. They stole the company. They basically sexually harassed, were complicit in the sexual harassment of his wife. We're going to go over a lot of stuff today, okay? Nighthawk, say hi.
Hi.
Nighthawk's here. It's going to be a fun time. Grab some coffee. Yeah, the comments are gold. Grab some coffee. Just hit the like button. Join the Patreon. We're going to get into it, okay? So, cheers, by the way, okay? These guys hide behind the Bible and do not accept reality. That is the first and foremost biggest issue I had with this video. The entire time, they're casting shady jabs at Lucas. Oh, well, he wanted to remove 10% of the company. Oh, well, he wanted to fire 5 out of 7 executives. Oh, well, he thinks there's always going to be underperformers. Oh, well, he doesn't want his wife to get a prenup. He doesn't work well with others in the sandbox. Let me cover that part. So this entire video, the executives are casting shade. They're saying, we're apologizing. We're really hurt by the way things went down with Lucas, but he didn't play well in the sandbox with others. This retired Marine colonel, thank you for your service, but I don't know how your leadership experience directly translates to this family's issues and dynamics. They need therapy, not some Marine lieutenant colonel. And he's a lieutenant colonel, from my understanding, not a colonel. Not this individual getting brought into the picture, sitting ominously in the corner with very weird body language and just being an objective asshole. That's how I define him. And before everyone gets in the comments like, you're going after a service member, I've been in for 13 years and I don't give a fuck if you go after me for my service. Fuck that guy and fuck his body language, okay? He took the wrong side and Lucas made a mistake wanting to bring a CEO in. But anyway, back to the point I'm making. These guys hide behind the Bible and don't accept reality, or like don't accept they'll say in one sentence, we didn't handle the sexual harassment properly. But then they'll attack Kara Botkin and say she wasn't qualified for the position. Well, Lucas doesn't play well in the sandbox with others. Like, which is it, dude? Are you fucking accepting responsibility of your mistakes, which you're openly saying you had mistakes, or are you attacking Lucas? And that the problem with the video that I have is the entire time, the fucking creepy, like, pedophile looking dude in the center will be like, we prayed on it a lot and we're very deeply sorry, but fuck Lucas. Like, what? What are you talking about, dude? One, you look like a creepo. Two, I feel bad for your spouse because you're the one that got a prenup after this all went down and she married the wrong I guess you're not even a brother. But yeah, she married the wrong dude. Anyway, moving on. They should have never made this video, is my next point. The dust was settling. I had already told my audience, don't buy anything from T-Rex. A lot of guys in my shoes, right, with similar sized channels have told their audience, don't buy anything from T-Rex. Leave them alone. They're the outcast, exiled, creepo, like taking advantage of their little brother company now. They're going to hide behind the Bible, even though they can't cite scripture, which is hilarious. I may not be religious, but I am religious for things like ammunition and the book on killing. I can cite regulation all fucking day. And if I'm going to hide behind this book, I'm at least going to be able to cite the things in it, not half-ass it like these guys did. I believe his name was David Knorr. He tried and he failed. Also, the older brother in the center, not Isaac, the other one. Dude, your body language screams that you're like a felon in all this. But if you're going to cite scripture from a book, cite it from the book. Don't half-ass it. Okay, moving on. Yeah, you should have never made this video. Here's some free PR advice. Maybe don't. Maybe just shut the fuck up because we all hate you. I mean, Nighthawk knows about it, and she's not even in the community. That's a whole nother thing. There's going to be guys in the comments of this video that say things like, this is a gun community. We shouldn't be going after each other. We shouldn't be infighting. The only thing that we have in common for you, for me, for anyone in the comments of this video, we all carry a gun. That's where it ends. And some of these guys in the comments don't even carry. They're just a collector. But the only thing we all have in common is that we have a love for firearms, right? So don't come in the comments and say, Trench, why are you starting in drama? We shouldn't be fighting. We have bigger fish to fry. No, we do not. When you see a snake in your organization or any community, you need to cut the head off the snake. And guess what? Boom! T-Rex Arms, we're cutting the head off the snake. Next thing I want to talk about. These guys, the brothers, the executives in this video, they are the leaders of the company. They're the leaders of the company, but they can't even have a normal video without a script, without highly edited, awkward body language script. Imagine that's your manager, imagine that's your CEO, and they can't even film a normal response video. If you're gonna do a response video, be genuine. What this video screams is we're guilty, we gotta get ahead of this, even though the company's going down in sales, going down in followers, going down in views. The comments that we're gonna get into in a little bit are gold. They're golden. Right? Ben Steger has already released a video on this issue. I haven't listened to it yet. Focus Strip has released a live stream on this video. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. The point is, they are the laughingstock of the gun community. And if their executives can't even make a statement that is coherent without a literal script, and they're like reading the script like robots, like go watch the body language in the video. They're all just like super ominous. It's just weird, dude. You guys look like creeps, okay? You're a cult. You're a weird cult. We don't like it. Fuck off. All right. Moving on. The sexual harassment the sexual harasser, one, we don't know who it is. They never own up to who the individual was, which executive and which executive son it was that sent the explicit pornographic material to Lucas's wife, Kara. We don't know. They never even admit fault for that. They never fire the guy, okay? And the sexual harasser made it longer in the company of T-Rex Arms than the literal founder of the company. Think about that for a second. The sexual harasser that should have been fired immediately in any company. In the Army, you would have faced UCMJ action. In any organization, that individual would have been immediately separated. UCMJ action would have been reduced with Article 15, you name it, right? But in T-Rex Arms, we stand behind the book. We are men of God. We have had prayer meetings. We stand behind the book. Yet we can't even figure out a basic topic of punishment for an individual that is guilty, that has admitted that he sent the images. Whether they were at fault or not is irrelevant. He sent the images, and they're hiding behind the book, yet they don't understand a little thing called morals, ethics, integrity, character. It's all there. So the person that sexually harassed Kara was in the company 3 days longer than Lucas Botkin, the founder. I have in my notes here, who sent the photo? Why are we protecting this guy? I get it that there's an HR issue a little bit, but there's also an HR issue when you're the CEO, the three brothers, and the new Noor. Okay, I'm just going to call him Noor. When you're the head of operations and you can't even you can't even figure out the basics of this issue, right? It's just, it's sick. It's gross. This whole thing is a cult-like behavior. You know, this is why cults are bad. Don't get into business with your family. And this is why they are shady. And I don't recommend people buy from Trex Arms ever again, period. Unsubscribe, unfollow, hit the dislike, all the things on them. Give them what they deserve. What's up, Nighthawk?
I think one of the best comments is, whenever I have a disagreement with my siblings, I'm going to go ahead and rewatch this video to remind myself that at least they don't throw me under the bus, insult my spouse, steal my business, and gaslight me into saying it's my fault.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Think about this. They're gun guys. The brothers are gun guys. So should they be welcomed with open arms into a gun community? No. There are medics that have committed felonies. Should they be welcomed back into the community?
No, we shun them.
Yeah, shun them. Fuck you, Trex Arms. Fuck you. You're shunned. There's no community. There's no, well, we all like guns, so protect them. This is the only thing we have in common. And even then, I'm like, man, I'm kind of questioning your judgment to even carry a gun at this point. Moving on. This is my favorite. Men of God. I have nothing against religion except if you hide behind the book and you don't accept fault. If you're going to accept fault, you don't immediately, I don't say, Nighthawk, thanks for doing the dishes, but you're the one that made the mess.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're saying,
gaslighting.
That's gaslight. They're saying, Lucas, we bought the company out from you because you were going to fire 10% of the company. First of all, there's a lot of lies that were said in that video. It would take us all day to include the timeline being altered, not including the release of when Lucas left the company, and then when the individual left the company on his own accord, was not fired, that sexually harassed Lucas's wife. They didn't release the date of when they released their video. They are liars. They are worse than a lot of toxic bitches that I've dated in my life. They are liars. And they are claiming, and I have it on my notes here from the iPad of Truth. Okay, a lot of you guys love the iPad of Truth, so here it is, the iPad of Truth. We are men of God. And then I have, yet you stole, lied, lusted for power and control of the company. You use the Bible as a shield, but you are a snake in its words. Listen, if you're going to cite the book, you better come prepared. And at this point, y'all look like a bunch of fucking clowns. This video isn't scripted, and I'm doing a better job on the little old trench grenade channel than you guys did in your multi-million-dollar company. Well, was once a multi-million-dollar company. Who knows what it's going to be at the end of the week. They say they are protecting the employees from Lucas, yet they didn't protect him from the employees. I'm going to say that part again. The executives, the brothers, okay, Isaac. I don't like Isaac. I don't like any of them. I don't like the older brothers. I don't like Isaac. I don't like the creepy colonel in the corner that's acting all ominous. Dude, we're not fucking intimidated by you. We're not. It's not that type of situation. Just be yourself. Be normal. And the whole video, he's like this. I would like to say that at this point, I was given power for the company for 3 months. And at the end of the 3 months, I not only fired Lucas, but I also fired Isaac Bakken. That's literally what he did. After 3 months of being the CEO, he reduced both Lucas and Isaac from being executives to a normal position. The head of marketing. They reduced the founder of the company. I'm going to really set this out in black and white, right? The new CEO, Mr. Creepy Colonel, reduced super intimidating Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel in the Marines. Excellent. Reduced the founder of the company to head of marketing within 3 months of being on the job. That's not even a quarterly counseling. You couldn't even conduct a quarterly leadership counseling on that subordinate leader within those 3 months. You can't do any changes within the first 90 days of command. If you're a new platoon sergeant or a new first sergeant, you can't do any changes within the first 90 days because you don't know the environment, you don't know the culture, you don't know the climate, you don't know the leadership capabilities and downfalls of your subordinate leaders. But within 3 months, I could give some little mentorship as a senior enlisted advisor to this retired lieutenant colonel, as is my rank and position as I should. You don't make any changes within 90 days, sir. And you came in within 3 months and you made drastic changes within 90 days. You have failed your leadership evaluation. You have failed your first attempt at command. You may now roll the dice and try again. That's called a not qualified OER, Lieutenant Colonel. Wow. Okay. I'm just a lowly senior NCO, and look at me, spitting freaking knowledge. Naive. They said they were naive. No, you weren't. You look at the contract drawn up, it said both brothers will have 25% and Lucas will have 50%. That's 2 parts. That means they get 50, he gets 50. You weren't naive. You saw your little brother make a cool product. And then, I hope I have a good sticker. Here you go. This was you. You were in the corner in the cuck chair, okay, in your super religious prayer meeting cuck chair, right? And yes, I don't care about religion, but in this case, I'm going after them because they are so cringe. This is you watching Lucas be successful, making a couple holsters every couple days, selling them, making $300, I believe, a day was the number that was cited. Cool. So what did you do? You came in with a 2-paper document, your own words. Night Dog is actively laughing at the comments because they're so funny. You made a 2-paper document taking the company from Lucas. You weren't naive. You're just cynical. You're toxic. You're a cult leader, and I hate you. All right. Prayer meetings voluntary. Lucas, very based, by the way. Just because you're religious, you don't bring it to work. I'm in the Army. We offer religious services. We offer chaplain services. We offer behavioral health. We offer all the stuff, right? Whatever you want to talk about, you can do it. But what you don't do is go into a meeting and say, hey, we're going to do a prayer after this, so if anyone wants to join. That was with the environment that they were making at this company. That is a fucking cult. That is not a holster manufacturing company. That is fucking weird. This is not fucking Bible study. This is not Wednesday night prayer meetings at the church or at the house. Regardless of what religion you believe in, I believe in ammunition. That's my religion. And bad tribal tattoos. But guess what? If you're religious, leave that shit at home. And Lucas, rightfully so, it sounds like he was like, we should not be doing prayer meetings, voluntary or not, at work. That's a fucking cult, dude.
Yeah, because that really turns into the question of it's really not voluntary.
Oh,
it's like when you
hey, we're all going to stay back. Yeah.
Yeah, the guilt trip from, the boss of, hey, look, we really need you to stay late and finish this project, and it's like, you could say no legally, but you know that you have to stay now. That's what an optional prayer meeting is.
You know what it really is? It's, hey, everyone, we're gonna stop work early at 1500 for those that want to attend the prayer meeting. Everyone else works to 1700.
Yeah.
I've seen that in the Army for other things where it's like, hey, there's going to be an optional event that's like family oriented.
During the hours.
During the hours. If you don't come, then you're going to be working.
Yeah,
and here's another thing, you'll be paid to attend this prayer meeting.
Oh, God. So icky.
We don't like you, T-Rex. This is personal, by the way. And I want to be very clear about the guys that hate Lucas. You can hate Lucas, but still support somebody that has been wronged. A lot of you guys are going to be in the comments and be like, Trench, I hate your channel, but this was a good video. That's normal. That's okay. That's called being, being open-minded. You can hate one Trench Grenade video and love the next. That's fine. You can hate Lucas Botkin about him allegedly lying about things in the past, but you can also enjoy and be a part of his team when he's been wronged at a high degree. At the end of the day, Lucas founded a company that makes really good holsters, really good slings, and really good plate carriers and chest rigs. And his shitbag brothers, cult leaders, stole that from him.
Which they don't even, any point in the video, one of the comments is about how they never even say our brother or my brother Lucas or our brother Lucas. He's referred to as Lucas Botkin.
Yeah. And that's another thing. They may be blood related, but they're not brothers.
No.
They're blood related, but they're not brothers. I have a brother. You guys have met him on the channel recently. If he turns into a piece of shit cult leader tomorrow, life is short, okay? So just because they're brothers doesn't mean they're close. And just because they're blood related just because they're related doesn't mean they're brothers. Prayer meetings voluntary. Bragging about success. Oh, dude, this was the cringiest part. We 10 times the company in 1 year, we 10x the company was the phrase they used. You're bragging in a video that you're about to go under. Like in the same video that will be remembered as the Sig Sauer it ends today, the Lucas Botkin arms is what I'm going to call it. It ends today for T-Rex. In the same video, you're bragging about the expansion of the company when it's so obvious the writing is on the wall. The gun community that doesn't exist hates you for obvious reasons, for justified reasons. Yeah, bragging about success but not admitting failure is wild. Doesn't hire based on, okay, so they don't hire Kara based on needs and positions of a chemical engineer. I'm going to be real honest with you. They hire the other wives in some bullshit ass position in customer service and in HR because they're the wives. It's just how it is. So to hire their wives, this is where I'm going to get a little bit fired up. They hired their own fucking wives, but wouldn't hire Kara, Lucas's wife. They couldn't find a job. Their words were they did 2 meetings, individual meetings with her. They just couldn't find work for her. But yet they found fucking work for the other fucking pieces of shit wives that probably had no value to offer other than putting something in a bag, sealing it, and putting it in a box. That was probably what they had to offer. If we're being honest. They probably got hired based on being the wives. And if they have more to offer, great. But the fucking truth of the matter is, if Kara says she wants a fucking job at the owner's company, then give her a fucking job. This fucking gaslighting, where you go in front of the fucking camera as a CEO, and you fucking sit here, and you're high and mighty, I'm a fucking retired Marine Lieutenant Colonel, and you say, we couldn't find fucking work for the owner's spouse, but we found work for the other spouses. Shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. I don't fucking believe you. And I don't give a fuck about Lucas. But this is fucking shady. I mean, Nighthawk, what do you think? They can hire all the other fucking spouses, but they can't find fucking work for Kara. The one they don't like, the one they've openly admitted, oh, you'll love this. They said that the new executive policy for any owner or any executive that gets married from this date on, they must sign a prenup. That was in writing in a contract. How fucking blind are you to make that in 2025?
That is wild.
Yes, but in 2024. And here's the thing. Nor the fucking shady ass looking creepo on the camera, the skinny weird looking fuck in the center, that dude's wife signed the prenup. But I feel sorry for her because he's got low T. But here's the thing.
Who makes, like, what does it matter? So what? If somebody in your company gets divorced, what do you care?
And they did it because they didn't like Kara. They admitted it. They didn't like Kara, so they said from this date on, if you're an executive, you must have a prenup with a spouse if you get married. And Lucas, rightfully so, said then get a postnup for your spouses. And they didn't do it.
Yeah, if you're going to demand a prenup, then yeah, go ahead. Postnups are a thing.
But they wouldn't fucking do it. So for the fucking... Dude, I'm going to get pissed.
So hot.
For the lieutenant colonel, you're the one that really pissed me off. Your high and mighty fucking attitude towards Lucas and towards the company and towards the situation. We couldn't find work for Kara. And Lucas, this is your exact fucking words, you fucking clown. You said you couldn't find a position for Lucas because he didn't play well in the sandbox. He wanted to fire 5 out of 7 executives. He wanted to reduce 10% of the company. And he didn't play well in the sandbox. He's the founder of the company. If someone started Walmart or McDonald's, would you treat the founder of the company that way and say they don't play well in the sandbox with others? That's demeaning. You're reducing them to a childish level. You should fucking look in the mirror. And for you to claim that you're the end-all be-all, you have all the leadership experience, you're certainly failing your first 90-day evaluation in command. You're certainly failing your fucking character evaluation. Me, a lowly sergeant first class senior NCO, I'm evaluating you right now, sir. And for you to say you couldn't find work for Kara because she's a chemical engineer, but you could find work for everybody else in HR and boxing and and customer relations, find a fucking job. She could be the secretary. Welcome to Trex Arms. We fuck over our own customers. We fuck over our own brothers. And we fuck over everybody. God damn, dude.
I think one of the better comments is ending the video with, "We are committed to you," when they couldn't even commit to Lucas, is a really bold case.
We are not on your team. You end the video saying we're a community, the Trex Arms family, to include the customer as a community. I want to state for my audience, this is one of the very few times where I'll speak for my audience, we are not on your side. We are not on your team. If we're going to reference a fucking book, read it out of the book and reference it and go full tilt. If we're going to attack somebody like I'm attacking you right now, we go full fucking on the offensive, fix bayonets, and we'll fucking bayonet you metaphorically in Minecraft to death. We're not going to do this half-assed. Well, Lucas founded the company and he was making stuff out of his garage and he's amazing with amazing vision and wherever he goes he's going to be successful. But when he was at our company, he didn't play well with others. He didn't work well in the sandbox. He wanted to fire everybody. He had bad leadership. No. No, that's not what we're going to fucking do. So we're not on your team. You end the video by saying, we're all a team. We're all on one side. And the T-Rex arm, I always call it the Lucas Botkin arms. The T-Rex arms will continue to, I hope you guys go bankrupt. I hope tomorrow I open up my phone and there's an email from your stupid email list. Make sure you guys unsubscribe from their email list. Make sure you guys unsubscribe from their channel. Make sure you guys downlike their videos. Make sure you guys sound off in their comment section. Let them know what you feel. But I hope that I get a fire sale email saying we are going out of business. I hope they sell the company back to Lucas. I hope they all fucking leave. I hope they go make a new shitty tier 1 concealed holster company that no one gives a fuck about. I hope Lucas takes back over. I hope he fires the 10% trash that works there. I hope he fires the 5 out of 7 executives. I hope he makes the company what he wants it to be because it's his fucking company. Without Lucas Botkin, there is no T-Rex arms. All there is guys like me waking up after a 17-hour fucking drive from training to make a video with my fiance to shit on you because you have bad character. Intent is hard to prove. Well, what I can prove for the pictures, you say intent is hard to prove. How about we look at the black and white? The black and white is, did you wake up or did you send a fucking explicit pornographic material to the owner's spouse? Yes? You're fired. How about that? How about that for a fucking decision, a leadership decision? You want to harp on prayer meetings and leadership council. How about that for a fucking decision? How Lucas treated people was improper. Wow. Okay? Well, there's things that we can send people to leadership training. But what we don't do is apologize in one video and in the same video attack Lucas. Suspended without pay and banned contact for 18 months. That was your punishment for the individual that sent the picture. Suspended without pay and for a very short period of time, and then on probation for 18 months. Dude, if I sent a text message to my boss that was inappropriate right now, I've been in the Army for 13 fucking years. I've been working 12-hour days or 14-hour days or 24-hour shifts for 13 fucking years. And if I sent one wrong text message tomorrow, my ass would be reduced and I would be kicked out of the Army. You didn't run it by an attorney. Lucas asked you to run it by an attorney and you refused. For what punishment should be had? You didn't do it. You lied about the timeline. You gaslighted your audience in this video. You lied about the timeline. You posted the timeline of events. You left out your reaction video. You left out when administrative action was taken and separation action was taken for the employee because there was none, but you left out key details. You're openly lying. The fact that you published this video at all is embarrassing. You make comments about showing grace. Everyone goes home happy. Everyone every day will go home happy. Everyone's praying, but nobody's thinking. That was my final comment before we get into your comments. Everybody's praying every day. Everybody's reflecting. We're all reflecting. We got the book. Every day we're reading. Withdraw from a raid. Elements of withdrawal from the objective in order to designate it, blah, blah, blah. Account for soldiers and equipment, disseminate information, redistribute ammunition and equipment as required. You're reflecting. Oh, so much reflection, so much prayer, yet you're not fucking thinking. Think about it. You have a company. COVID happens. It explodes. Everyone wants holsters. Everyone wants slings, chest rigs, body armor, optics, lasers, uppers, you name it. They want them. They want the product. You have the product. They want the product. And then you don't think, hey, maybe the guy that made the company, founded the company, is in every single YouTube video that people is divisive. While he may be divisive, love him or hate him, Lucas is very popular. Love him, hate him, doesn't matter. He is the face of the company. So everyone's praying in this company, in this cult, but no one's thinking. Everyone goes home happy except for the founder, the founder's wife, and those that were the face of the company. Okay, that's my list of talking points. Now what I'd like to do is remind you guys, we're going to get into your comments, okay? What I'd like for you guys to do at this point is hit the like button, share this video with a buddy, join the Patreon. If a few of you guys join the Patreon, that helps out more than you know. It keeps this channel funded, keeps me motivated to continue making content for you. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Seriously, it's what keeps this channel alive. And say hi, Nighthawk, in the comments because she's here too.
Hello.
And comment your Combat Llama, and let me know what your thoughts are on the Ruger RXM, because I love this gun. Okay, what comment sticks out to you the most, Nighthawk? How many comments are there, by the way?
God.
6,000.
Yeah. My favorite thing is, though, someone commented that, like, can YouTube just let us see how many dislikes
Yeah, I
there
can.
are on this?
I can.
You
So if
can?
you have a analytics account, you can go on there and it'll. So if I had to guess, there have been 103,000 views that they're reporting. It's probably more like 120 at this point. So let's say 120,000 views. There's 6,000 comments that are all negative. So that means they're looking at 10,000 or more dislikes.
That's crazy.
Now they have 1.9 thousand likes. So I would say probably 10,000 downvotes, if not 12,000 at least. If I had to guess, just based on what I've seen on my channel and other channels, like the ratio.
Hey.
As we have a break-in on camera here. Hey! That's enough. Anyway, so what comments stick out most to you, Nighthawk?
Sorry.
Sales are dropping. Let's make a video. No integrity detected was my comment.
Yeah.
It was.
Thanks for posting this. Completely forgot I hadn't unsubscribed yet.
That's the sentiment, honestly.
Yeah.
The dust settled. It was 2 weeks. The dust completely settled.
Yeah, people are just going about their day. I mean,
They don't like them.
Supporting them, but they weren't actively hating on them anymore. This was, oh my god. Yeah, someone's comment said, imagine writing this thinking, this will totally get everyone back on our side.
It was brave leaving the comment section on.
Yeah,
I'll give them that.
Funny.
Friendly reminder, the person they didn't fire for sending comic porn to Lucas's wife is the son of one of the executives' team. For all their transparency, they conveniently left that little detail out. That has 1,100 likes on that one comment. All of these comments that we're going to read have 250 or more likes. Think about that. Go ahead.
We don't tolerate that behavior. Proceeds to explain exactly how they tolerated it.
It's like, here at T-Rex Arms, we stand behind the Bible. Except we never do. Unless we need it as a shield.
Or we stand behind like the worst scriptures in the Bible that are
convenient.
Convenient.
They literally chat GPT'd their situation, and then we're like,
give me a script.
Yes. How to be morally bankrupt in 19 minutes. Dude. Can't wait for Lucas to drop the video. I bought back T-Rex Arms for pennies on the dollar. Yep. The best part about this video is now I get to watch Ben Steger talk about it. I can't wait to watch it either. People are suggesting we heartily push out Lucas at his own company, but that's not true. Instead, we humbly and prayerfully push Lucas out of his own company. That has 1,700 likes. Our brother, too long didn't read. This is the type of gaslighting Lucas accused you guys of. Now you're trying to do it publicly. It's not going to work. Y'all fucked up. Everyone is moving with Lucas. Should have taken the buyout. I agree. 3,000 likes on that. I see 4 clowns sitting together trying to justify their actions. Y'all don't owe us. You owe Lucas.
Can't trust David simply based on that haircut.
It's horrible. So this guy, I have a receding hairline a little bit too, right here. And he has a receding hairline like back to here. And it's just crazy. No testosterone, no muscle definition. It's bad. Okay? It's bad. Now, I like that every 4 minutes in this video, the script definitely says, now reference religion so they remember you're religious. I can't stand it. I literally cannot stand it. I don't care about your religion in business. I don't care about your religion at all.
It's a weird hill to die on.
If you're religious, do it elsewhere. Don't come to the town square when you're in trouble and say, oh, we're religious. We don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up. You guys are gross. Yeah. You guys are gross and I'm done, is what one comment says. The third guy to talk has some jacked up hair. Cringe.
This is the fakest, I'm holier than you, non-meaningful apology BS I've ever heard. Actions speak louder than words. You took Lucas for a ride, pushed him out, and now can't find direction without him.
Dude, the Ben Steger is in this comment.
Yeah.
Everyone is just like, normal human beings, they see a bad act happen. They're like, ew, they stole the company from the little brother.
Icky.
And they attacked his wife and sexually harassed his wife and didn't punish him. Okay, and he's the one in every YouTube video that we like. Even if we don't like him, he's the face of the company. And then they see the first video, bad. Isaac being a fucking clown. And then they see Brandon Wombat be a fucking clown. He literally double face palms in the video with Focus Strip. And then you see this video where they have a script, highly edited, poor body language, poor message. They even go as far as to say, we're on your team. Whoa, that you're speaking for the audience that hates you? That's a wild thing. That's like Warrior Poet saying he's friends with Lucas when he's not. Any other ones stick out, Nighthawk? Hit the like button. Who is waiting for Ben Steger to chime in? You guys have made a 19-minute video about how we legally stole a company. It's so bad. And they're bragging about it, 10xing. It's so cringe. Number one, you don't take controlling interest in your little brother's company no matter how small it is. It doesn't matter if he agrees to it. It doesn't matter if it seems to make sense. You just don't do that to your little brother. Good point. Point two, if somebody sends a founder's wife inappropriate image, you don't have to keep their job. They don't get to keep their job. You don't need a lawyer to tell you that. You don't need time to tell you that. They can't just do that. They can just go find a job somewhere else. Yeah. Who needs enemies when you have brothers like these guys? We're close to 100 people now for employees. Something tells me 12 months from now, the number will be drastically lower. Ran Lucas out of the company. He found nothing left to explain. We don't tolerate that behavior. Proceeds to explain how they tolerated it.
Body language, awkward pauses, and looking up and away constantly while checking notes to keep the lies straight. What a bunch of losers.
This is crazy. Losing 60,000 subscribers in less than a month. That is more subscribers than I have on my channel. They lost more than I've ever gained. I guess they could go out and brag about that, but I would rather keep my morals and character intact than be them right now. They lost 60,000 subscribers. That's like the size of roughly Ben Steger, Focus Strip. Mine's a lot lighter than that, but wow, that's crazy. Okay, I'm about over it. Are you over it?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you got to the 37-minute mark in this video, that means you're a real fan. Let me know you're a real fan. Or not even a fan, because that's cringe. Just let me know that you're a cool dude that likes hanging out and enjoying the downfall of Lucas Botkin Arms, also known as Trex Arms. This has been fun. I hope you guys get some entertainment out of this. I hope you guys have a little bit of a learning lesson from this. Don't disparage those that are closest to you. Don't take advantage of them. Don't take advantage of their spouse. Dude, don't in the same video say we have prayer meetings and Lucas is wrong for not wanting to have prayer meetings on company time and then kick him out of the company. You guys are cultist behavior. You're cringe. You're dirty. You're liars. You're cooked. Trex Arms is cooked. Unsubscribe from them. Subscribe to this channel. That way I can continue making content. Join the Patreon. Let me know your thoughts on the Ruger RXM. Leave a comment, llama. Engage with the video. And until next time, it's going to be Nighthawk and Trench Grenade. Your average Lucas Botkin. We support you. Video enjoyer. Like your mom says that we have at home signing out. Cheers.